Somewhere in the hills above Los Angeles, a $75 million mansion sits empty tonight. It has 14 bedrooms, a cinema, a swimming pool that seems to melt into the Pacific horizon. The AI turned on the lights at sunset. The climate system maintains a perfect 72 degrees. But nobody is coming home. These aren't abandoned houses. They aren't foreclosures. They aren't forgotten. They are some of the most expensive real estate on the planet, maintained to perfection, secure by technology that would make a government facility jealous, and worth more than the GDP of small nations. They just have no one in them. We call them ghost mansions. And the story behind why they exist reveals something extraordinary about the way the ultra-wealthy think about money, status, and the world itself. Before we ask why they're empty, we need to understand what they are. Because these are not simply large houses. These are machines. The most sophisticated, beautiful, terrifying machines ever built for a single human being. Beneath many of these estates lies a world most people will never see. Underground garages. Not parking lots, but galleries, housing collections worth tens of millions. Some garages have hydraulic turntables, rotating cars into position like a jeweler rotating a diamond. Climate-controlled, humidity-monitored, lit like a museum after hours. The private cinema seated for 20. A 4K laser projector worth $500,000. Dolby Atmos sound wrapped around you like weather. Every seat motorized, adjustable heat, massage, built-in refrigeration. The last film screened here? No one can say. The calendar is empty. Security in these homes operates at the level of a foreign embassy. Facial recognition cameras with a half-mile perimeter range. Iris and palm vein biometric entry. Bulletproof glass, not just for the windows, but laminated into the structural walls themselves. Some estates have radio frequency jamming systems. No signal in or out unless the owner permits it. And then, there's the panic room. The modern panic room is no longer a concrete box with a telephone. It is a fully autonomous living space, embedded within the architecture, indistinguishable from the surrounding rooms. Air filtration systems rated for biological contamination. Independent power generation. Food and water for 30 days. Direct, encrypted satellite communication. A room designed for the end of the world, inside a house that's never been lived in. The AI runs everything. It learns the owner's preferences from previous visits, if they ever come. It adjusts lighting temperature based on time of day and mood algorithms. It pre-cools the master suite 90 minutes before the private jet is scheduled to land. It monitors energy consumption, flags inefficiencies, files maintenance requests automatically. The house is alive. It just doesn't need a person to function. To understand a ghost mansion, you have to stop thinking like a homeowner. Because for the ultra-wealthy, a house is not a place to live. It is a position, a financial instrument, a flag planted in the ground of the most valuable real estate on earth. In 2023, Dubai saw ultra-prime residential properties appreciate by over 40% in a single year. London's Mayfair has returned consistent double-digit growth for more than 3 decades. Beverly Hills, Malibu, Miami Beach, land that cannot be replicated in markets that never truly crash. For a billionaire managing a portfolio worth billions, parking $50 million in a Bel Air estate isn't a lifestyle choice. It is a wealth preservation strategy. The house isn't a home. It's a vault with an infinity pool. But the financial logic only tells part of the story. The other part is psychological and far more interesting. Researchers who study extreme wealth describe a phenomenon sometimes called positional consumption. The idea that what matters most to the ultra-wealthy is not enjoying a luxury, but possessing it. The ownership itself is the experience. Having the ability to fly to this house from anywhere on earth, to know it is waiting, maintained, perfect, that is the luxury, not living in it. Consider the life this kind of wealth enables. A tech founder based in Silicon Valley owns homes on 5 continents, a private office in Singapore, a chalet in Gstaad, Switzerland, an estate in the Hamptons, a townhouse in Paris, a compound in the Maldives. They will visit each property, if lucky, perhaps 2 weeks a year. But each one serves a purpose. not domestic. Strategic. Each home is a base, a backup, an asset. And in a world growing less stable by the year, having multiple luxury safe havens feels less like extravagance and more like prudent planning. Ghost mansions are not a fringe phenomenon. They are a global one, and each city has its own version of the story. Dubai, a city that reinvented itself as a tax-free billionaire playground in less than a generation. On the Palm Jumeirah, where villas sell for $20 to $100 million, occupancy rates in the ultra-luxury segment hover around 30 to 40%. The owners? Russian industrialists, Indian tech moguls, Arab royalty. Many hold UAE golden visas requiring only a property purchase, no residency required. The house qualifies them. The house serves its purpose, and then the house sits, perfect and still, while the owner is in London, or Monaco, or on a yacht somewhere in the Mediterranean. London is perhaps the most studied ghost mansion capital in the world. Surveys of super-prime districts, Mayfair, Belgravia, Knightsbridge, Chelsea, have found that a significant portion of properties worth over £5 million show signs of near-permanent vacancy. The reasons are complex. Tax law, privacy law, foreign investment regulations. Many properties are held through shell companies in offshore jurisdictions, technically owned by no one. Legally protected from scrutiny. The building is real. The owner is a ghost of a ghost. Miami transformed after 2020. When Florida eliminated state income tax became a rallying point for the mobile ultra-wealthy, and the pandemic proved that working from anywhere was real, South Florida exploded. Billionaires bought estates on Indian Creek Island, known as Billionaire Bunker, at prices that would have seemed delusional 5 years earlier. Jeff Bezos, Ivanka Trump, Julio Iglesias, a neighborhood with its own private police force and only 34 homes. And yet, many are empty most of the year. Tax address established, asset protected, trophy secured, presence optional. Los Angeles has a different kind of ghost mansion problem. Here, the market has been flooded with what insiders call spec mansions, built by developers not for any specific buyer, but as speculative luxury products. Designed by star architects, staged by magazine cover decorators, listed for $75, $100, $150 million. And then they wait. Some have sat on the market for 3, 4, 5 years, carrying costs running into the millions annually, staff salaries, maintenance, utilities, insurance. Los Angeles County even introduced a mansion tax on properties sold over $10 million, partly to address this phenomenon. The homes didn't move faster. The developers just waited longer. But there is a darker dimension to the ghost mansion story, one the luxury channels don't usually cover. When the ultra-wealthy buy property purely as financial instruments and leave them empty, the consequences ripple outward into the communities around them. In London, housing economists have documented a relationship between the concentration of ultra-prime vacant property and the displacement of middle-class residents from surrounding neighborhoods. When billionaires buy blocks and leave them empty, they hollow out communities. Local businesses lose customers. Schools lose students. The fabric of urban life frays. In Dubai, city planners have grappled with how to build a functioning metropolis when significant portions of the residential stock are ghost investments. Infrastructure built for populations that never arrive. And then there is the hidden workforce. Every ghost mansion employs people. Groundskeepers, security personnel, house managers, pool technicians, HVAC specialists. These workers maintain homes they've never seen occupied. They receive visitors who are not the owners. They answer to management companies representing shell companies, representing trusts, representing individuals they've never met. The ghost mansion is also a ghost employer, present in the economy, absent from everything else. There is an environmental reckoning coming, too. A typical mega mansion, even unoccupied, consumes more energy annually than 50 average American households. Climate systems running year-round. Smart landscaping irrigating lawns. Security systems drawing power around the clock. Some cities are beginning to impose vacancy taxes. Annual levies designed to make leaving luxury property empty financially painful. Vancouver, Hong Kong, Paris, and others have experimented with these measures. Whether they work is still, generously, uncertain. The math of a tax rarely defeats the math of appreciation. The ghost mansion is not going away. If anything, the next generation of ultra-luxury real estate is being designed specifically for this model of ownership. The future mega mansion may not look like a mansion at all. Privacy-first architecture is the fastest-growing segment of the ultra-luxury market. Homes designed to be invisible, no street presence, no address on public records, listed under holding companies in jurisdictions with total financial privacy. Air-gapped, smart systems, no cloud connectivity, no data leaving the property. The ultra-wealthy are not just buying privacy. They are engineering it from the foundations up. Technology is making ghost mansion ownership increasingly seamless. Centralized AI platforms now manage multiple properties simultaneously, tracking maintenance cycles across 5 homes on 3 continents, coordinating staff, managing energy costs, monitoring markets. Ownership without presence. Control without proximity. The owner has become an algorithm. The home has become a node in a network. And the market has adapted perfectly to all of this. New developments in Dubai, London, and Miami are being marketed not on livability, not on neighborhood, community, schools, but on ROI, capital appreciation projections, liquidity, and asset class diversification. The language of property is the language of finance. The brochures look like investment prospectuses. A home is now a product category, and a very expensive one with an excellent track record. There is a room in a mansion in Bel Air. The view from its window is one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen. The Pacific Ocean stretching west to the horizon, the city below still sleeping in the morning mist. The room has a hand-carved marble fireplace that was never lit, a bed dressed in Italian linen that was never slept in, a bookshelf curated by an interior designer holding first editions that were never opened. The AI turned on the underfloor heating this morning. The climate system is perfect. Everything is ready. No one is coming. We began this story asking a simple question. Why do billionaires leave mega mansions empty? The answer, it turns out, is not simple at all. It is about wealth, yes, and status, and tax, and strategy. It is about a world where the richest humans alive have accumulated so much that even the concept of home has become abstract. A place you could go, a place that's ready, a place that exists, not a place you have to be. But maybe the most unsettling answer is the simplest one. These homes were never really built for living in. They were built to be owned. They were built to be worth something. They were built for a version of human ambition that has outgrown the human need for shelter. And in that gap, between what a home is supposed to be and what it has become, sits something worth thinking about. For a very long time,